Hi students, welcome to my channel Vision English Academy. So myself Amaresh. So today we are going to discuss the question paper pattern, that is the new question paper pattern of PUC second year English subject. All of you know that from the current academic year 2022-23, so all the question paper pattern has been changed. You are intimated also. We will see the how English question paper changed and what are the new things they have introduced and what are the things they have taken back. So let us see, without making any delay, start the video. That is question paper pattern. You can see on the screen, it's a summary of a question paper pattern. So total marks allotted 100, as you know, and time duration is 3 hours 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is for question paper reading and 3 hours absolutely they will provide you for the writing. So first they will give the question paper, 15 minutes you are allowed to read the question paper, then you have to give an answer paper, you have to write. So by utilizing the remaining 3 hours. So total sections, 7 sections, and total number of questions, 35 questions. So this is same with the previous question paper pattern. There is no change in that. Actually in previous question paper 7 sections were there, and even total questions, number of questions also same. Okay, you have a 2 books. One is a main course, that is Springs, and one more is workbook, that is Streams. 50 marks they have taken from the Springs, that is question answers. Okay, and 50 marks they are taken from your workbook, that is grammar, composition, and comprehension, reference skill, all that. Okay, so what are the questions will come from the 50 marks textual questions from the main course book. First, multiple choice questions. In previous pattern, they were having 12 short answer questions. Answer in a word, phrase or sentence. So they have taken back and they have introduced MCQs, 12 MCQs in its place, okay, for the betterment of the student. So keeping in the view of average and below average students, they introduced MCQs. So 12 MCQs, each will be having 4 options. Okay, each carrying 1 mark. So you have to read all the questions carefully and read all the 4 options, then decide which option is correct. Because the problem is that, so one answer is right and another 3 answers are wrong. You can easily find out the right answer. But here the case is all the answers are nearly correct. That is, one is 50% correct, one is 60% correct, one is 70% correct, and one is 100% correct. You have to choose the 100% correct option and you have to rewrite the option with the answer. That is, so write the question number and the right option number and write the option also. Okay, and you can see here next long answer questions. So you will be given 4 marks, 10 questions. Okay, 6 from the prose and 4 from the poetry. So out of 10 you have to answer only 8. Okay, the condition, selecting at least 2 questions from the poem. So you can select more than that also, but at least 2 questions you have to select from the poem and remaining you can select from the prose. Okay, here you are given 2 options because 10 questions given, you are going to answer 8 questions. So this will give you 32 marks, 8 into 4. Okay, so next comes descriptive questions. They will give 3 questions, 2 from the prose, 1 from the poem, and you have to choose the question very wisely. Okay, for which question you know the better answer. You have a content in your mind, you have to choose such a question and you have to answer about 200 words, that is 15 to 20 sentences by making 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay, long answer questions, that is 4 marks questions, you have to answer 80 to 100 words. Okay, that is 8 to 10 sentences. Okay, next moving to the workbook. You can see here grammar questions 19 marks, composition, writing skill 14 marks, and comprehension, they will check your reading and understanding skill, that is for 13 marks, and reference skill, and that is for 4 marks. This together gives you 50 marks. 50 plus 50, 100 marks. Okay, let us see the question paper. First, the section 1. I told you totally 7 sections. In section 1, first question, that is 1 to 12, you will be having a MCQ. So normally 8 they have taken from the prose and 4 they have taken from the poetry. Totally 12 MCQs, no choice here. You have to answer all the 12 MCQs by choosing one right option. Okay. So next here question number 13. It will be fill in the blanks. It belongs to grammar. Verb forms. You know very well. V1, V2, V3 verb forms are there. Okay. So they will give the base form of the verb in the bracket. You have to change as per the sentence the form of the verb. Okay, by introducing helping verb also if it is necessary. Okay, so they will give one paragraph, in that 3 blanks will be there, and in the bracket the basic form of a verb will be given. You have to change the form of the verb, that is V2, V3 as per the sentence, and you have to fill it. It gives you 3 marks. So question number 14, again it's the fill in the blank. They will give a small paragraph and 2 blanks will be there, and they will give 3 answers here. They will give 3 expressions, okay, or you can call them as a phrases. Okay, out of 3 you have to select 2 appropriate and fill in the blanks. Okay, so this gives you 2 marks. Next question number 15. So this is again fill in the blanks. They will give you the paragraph. So linkers are nothing but connectors. Okay, so they will give linkers in the bracket. Okay, you have to choose appropriate linker and you have to fill in the blanks. 4 blanks, 4 linkers, and it is there for the 4 marks. So next, so last question of the section 1, it is a jumble segment. So they will give one sentence, okay, which with a jumbled segment. Okay, you have to rearrange the segments and you have to make a sentence which gives proper meaning. This is for 1 mark. Overall 22 marks from section 1. Okay, so the one important instruction regarding section 1 is section 1, all the 16 questions you have to write in first 3 pages only. That is 1, 2, 3. If you write in a 4th page, they will not consider for the evaluation. Please keep it in mind, very important. Next, moving to section 2. Section 2 will be having that is long answer questions, 4 marks questions, 10 questions, question number 17 to 26. Out of 10 you have to select any 8 and you have to write the answers. Okay, whatever questions you are selecting, you have to put that question number. Okay, so normally 4 questions they will give from the prose and 4 questions from the poetry. Okay, here you have 2 choice. So choose the questions which you know the better answer and answer that. Okay, 80 to 100 words. Okay, so minimum 8 to 10 sentences, making at least 2 paragraphs in initially 2-3 lines. So write the name of the lesson and 1 or 2 sentences about the author or poet. Okay, so next that is question that is section 3. We are moving to section 3. Here section 3 descriptive answer you will be having. So 3 questions given. So 2 questions from the prose, 1 question from the poetry, each question carrying 6 marks. Here you have enough choice, that is 2 choices. Out of 3 you can select any one question which you know better. Okay, you have to write 15 to 20 sentences. Okay, so that is about 1 page. The questions will be like elaborate, explain, discuss, justify, like that. You have to write 1 page making 2-3 paragraphs. Okay, in a beginning 2-3 sentence you can mention the name of the lesson or poem. Okay, in each question. So it will give you to score the better marks. Next,